What I love the most about teaching Sunday school is the children. Their energy and their enthusiasm is very catching. It is wonderful to be a part of teaching them about the love of God and about them being God's children, and as they learn how Jesus loves them. And it's an incredible opportunity, and to see them grow spiritually and learn together.
I love to sing. I just love to sing, have for decades. And this is a great choir, and Suzanne is absolutely terrific.
I love being the music director here because I get to help people become better at music. So there's kind of two components, what I see for my job, specifically with the choir. And the first is just music education. So when you see the notes on the page, what does that mean, and how do you pick the pitch out of thin air? So we do a lot of learning about music and learning how to be better singers. And then once we have that basis, we can really make music. I really appreciate their commitment, and they do a really great job working at home, practicing the things that we've worked on so that they can perform well for the church.
I was asked about different committees that I belong to, and they seem to keep growing, from starting with the Altar Guild, adding ushering. I'm on the hospitality committee and the vestry, and I've done some other things in the past too. So that's a little bit about how I'm involved.
What I love about teaching Sunday school is the kids and the interesting perspectives they bring to whatever story we're talking about that week. And they always have something funny and fun and interesting and unexpected to say about it.
There is no end to the incredible variety of the work that I do here as a pastor. I find myself sitting with people in quiet, intimate moments when they're dealing with the most serious issues of life. And then on Sunday, I'll be up front preaching and proclaiming the good news, something I love to do. And then on Tuesdays, it's a completely different scene around here. The church parish hall is transformed into a cafeteria, and people start to gather to prepare a meal and to enjoy a meal. And the role that I most often take after visiting with people over dinner, I head back into the kitchen where I'm a part of the cleanup crew. So every single day is different around here. And I love that variety, and I love all the different people that I get to interact with throughout the week, and the quality of those interactions. Every one of them is different, and every one of them is important in a different way.
I like being in the choir because of Susanna's leadership and the astuteness of people and their willingness to ask good questions during rehearsal.
And of course, being a greeter is something that is a gift for me, I guess, because everybody tells me that I should be a greeter in the first place. So I have my guild family also. I belong to St. Agnes Guild, the bazaar, for one thing, but just coming together with other people. I'm an oldest child, so I'm more like I've got my older sisters here, and so we have kind of a camaraderie there.
What I love about being in the choir and the bell choir is they both, not only am I giving back to the parish, but I'm also challenging myself and learning things. I hadn't been doing anything musical for the last over 20 years. And so when I came back to St. Dunstan's, and the very first Sunday that I came here, the first service, there were handbells. It was during the Christmas season. And that actually is what drew me in, was not only the choir, but the handbell choir. So it was a must. In addition, it's a way that I can incorporate my family into St. Dunstan's. You guys have The choir has been very accepting of Gunnar, and I've been able to do that with him. And then the handbells, both of my boys are really, really interested, and I'm hopeful that as they get older and are old enough that they will be able to join the handbell choir as well.
Well, one of the ministries I'm in is the Eucharistic ministers, and the concrete act of feeding people, of saying the body and blood of Christ keep you in everlasting life, is key to what we are here. We're all trying together to help each other, to feed people, and to serve God. That, to me, it works. So, Eucharistic minister works for me. It's I want to help. That's a Eucharistic minister does kind of whatever needs doing in the service. It's like, oh, we forgot to light the candles. Go light them. Or serving the cup, reading the prayers. I want to help, and it's a way I can help.
Eucharistic minister and a Eucharistic visitor. I'm honored to share in those roles, and I get to administer the wine during communion, and we go out and visit people who are homebound or infirm or sick occasionally, and take the blessed sacrament from the Sunday service to them. And I enjoy doing that. I was once a junior warden and have been kind of a part of a support team for the current junior warden, which I enjoy doing.
The ministry that is nearest and dearest to my heart is the meals ministry, or the feeding ministry. It's allowed us to take the skill that we have learned in our professional life working in the hospitality industry and translate that to something that is helpful in the community and supports others. And what I've really loved is that with very little effort on our part, we've been joined by so many people in the congregation and in the community. My husband Joseph loves to cook. He loves to serve people. That's his mission. He really sees that as a vocation that he was called to. And the way that we've been able to do that at this church, starting just really small with serving Tent City 3-4 years ago, I think it is now, and to watch that people join us in that we've developed partnerships with people at his work and retailers and other people in the community. It's been just amazing. We have so many people that in the congregation that just roll up their sleeves and help us every week, and it's grown to the point where now instead of just serving Tent City every other week, it's been every week, and then we've added more homeless encampments, and we have the community dinner, and we have friends in the neighborhood that show up every week. It's just been amazing. And so, but we couldn't do it ourselves, and we couldn't do it without the partnerships and the relationships that we have with everyone here.
I am involved with the vestry, and I'm involved with St. Agnes, and I love them both for the work that is done in the church. I feel like I'm a good part and can get some work done and participate. And the best thing about, the thing I love the most is the friends that I've made here. I've made some really wonderful friends, some of whom are out here right now, and we can probably hear it. But I'm thankful every day for this community.
What I enjoy, I think, the most about St. Dunstan's is the musical environment. So both Karen and I sing in the choir. Karen actually directs and is the energy behind the bell choir. Our band has played here any number of times. I have the opportunity to play with Andy Merkovich when he comes and plays for the Harvest Dinners and other social gatherings. So I would have to say the music is really the focal point of my engagement with St. Dunstan's, and has been for over 20 years.